With X-Men 97 set to premiere in about a month, we finally know most of the characters that we can expect in the show, but we haven't actually seen all of them in the promo materials or even in the recent trailer. So, which characters can we expect in X-Men 97? What's going on, Marvelites? I'm Joe, and I'm going to break down the list of all the confirmed characters in X-Men 97 that we're aware of as of right now. First and foremost, we've got a majority of the main X-Men team coming back, including Cyclops, aka Scott Summers, voiced by Ray Chase, who is clearly now the outright leader of the X-Men based on the recent trailer, but it does look like he's gonna have to go up against Magneto for that role. Jean Grey, voiced by Jennifer Hale, is back, of course, even after she went through that whole Dark Phoenix thing, and she's also pregnant with Scott's baby based on the recent trailer. Storm is back and voiced by her original voice actor, Allison Seeley-Smith, so I'm sure that we can expect some more badassery of Storm in this X-Men 97 sequel. Cal Dodd is another original voice actor back to reprise his role as Wolverine. And I can think I speak for most fans of the original animated series that whenever I read Wolverine in the comics, I always read it in this voice. Lenore Zann is another original voice actor from the animated series, and she is back reprising her role as Rogue. George Buza is also reprising his voice acting role as Beast. Gambit is back as well, and he's going to be voiced by AJ Locascio, and based on the trailer, Gambit is going to have a huge role moving forward, and I mean that whole scene where he jumped on Wolverine's back and was like powering up his claws. Can't wait to see that happen. Jubilee is also going to be back and voiced by Holly Chu, and based on what we saw in the trailer, she is also going to have another major role as her character was also really fleshed out in the original animated series. Everyone's favorite shapeshifter is going to be back, Morph, voiced by JP Karliak, taking over for Ron Rubin from the original animated series. Morph was in the original animated series and had a smaller role, and it'll be interesting to see the role that he's playing in X-Men 97. The time traveler from the future, Bishop, is also going to be coming back, and he is voiced by Isaac Robinson Smith. Bishop was in a handful of episodes in the original animated series, and it looks like he's going to be playing a more integral role on the X-Men team this time around. Another time traveling mutant from the future, Cable, aka Nathan Summers, who's voiced by Chris Potter, will be back in X-Men 97. Just like Bishop, Cable was in a handful of episodes from the original animated series, and it looks like he's going to be playing more of a major role on the X-Men team this time. Nightcrawler, who was only in a few episodes in the original animated series, is going to be back in X-Men 97, and I think we're expecting him to have a larger role this time around. He will also be voiced by his original voice actor, Adrian Huff. I feel like we can't have an X-Men project without Magneto, and of course we already know that he's going to be back, and he's going to be voiced by Matthew Watterson. And while Magneto wasn't featured much in the trailer, his presence was definitely felt, as we know that he's going to be now taking over the leadership of the X-Men, and it's going to be interesting to see which side he leans on, given the fact that he's generally not been very nice towards the X-Men. Speaking of leadership of the X-Men, Professor Charles Xavier, also known as Professor X, will be returning to X-Men 97, voiced by Ross Marquand. Given that we already know that Professor X was transported to the Shi'ar Empire at the end of the original animated series because he was trying to find a cure for his terminal illness, it'll definitely be interesting to see what kind of role he's going to have in this new animated series. And we do know that the main villain for the show is Mr. Sinister, also known as Nathaniel Essex, who is voiced by the original voice actor Chris Britton. Another character that we only saw in a handful of episodes from the original animated series, Forge, aka Daniel Lone Eagle, voiced by Gil Birmingham, will also return to X-Men 97. Just some basic background on Forge: he is a Native American mutant who lost his leg and it was replaced with a mechanical one, and when we saw him in the original animated series, he was the leader of X-Force. A character that we didn't see at all in the original animated series is Sunspot, aka Roberto da Costa, voiced by Guy Augustini. Sunspot is a mutant who can absorb solar energy and turn it into blasts. Another villain that we can expect to see in X-Men 97, which I don't think we weren't expecting, are the Sentinels. They are going to be voiced by Eric Bauza. If you don't know, Sentinels are robots with one major goal: hunt down and capture mutants. Another character that we didn't see in the original animated series is Dr. Valerie Cooper, voiced by Catherine Disher. While we don't know what team she's going to be playing on because she's kind of gone back and forth in the comics where she's helped Forge and X-Force, but has also been on national security councils who went against mutants. On the other side of that, we are getting a character who does want to live alongside mutants, and that is President Robert Edward Kelly. Now, we saw him in the original animated series, but at that time, he was Senator Robert Edward Kelly and was actually elected president during that series. He will be voiced by Ron Rubin, who I mentioned earlier was the original voice actor for Morph. Another antagonist that we can expect to see in X-Men 97, who we did not see in the original animated series, is Executioner, also known as Carl Denty, and he is voiced by Lawrence Bain. Another character that we did not see in the original animated series is Abissa, who is voiced by Allison Court. Abissa is actually an alternate version of Jubilee, who was captured by Mojo and turned into a slave. Given the fact that we know that Jubilee and now Abissa are going to be in X-Men 97, I'm sure that we can expect to see some sort of arc where we're gonna see Jubilee turned into a slave during this season. What do you think of these characters? Who else would you like to see in X-Men 97? Let me know down below in the comments. If you want to learn more about what to expect from X-Men 97, go ahead and check this video out.